Breaking news out of the Bahamas in the case of missing American Lynette Hooker. The interview with her husband, Brian Hooker, just wrapped up. NBC News correspondent Jesse Kirsch is in the Bahamas with the very latest. And Jesse, what did we find out? And it appears you're there with his attorney right now.
Yeah, that's right, Sam. I want to first share the headline we just got from attorney Terrel Butler moments ago. She tells us that based on what she just heard in an interview that lasted more than 3 hours with her client at this police station, that the investigation is focused on the possibility that her client, Brian Hooker, was involved in, quote, causing harm, which resulted in the death of Lynette. So I now want to bring in Terrel Butler, Mr. Hooker's attorney. That is what police, you say, are focused on right now in their investigation. Have you been presented any evidence at this point to suggest they have proof to back that possibility up?
No, I've not been provided with any evidence. At this point, we still don't know where she is. So I'm not sure how they arrived at that line of questioning, but I am hopeful at this stage.
And what is, when Brian Hooker hears that possibility being presented to him, what is his reaction to that?
Oh, he was pretty upset and emotional. At one point, he even broke down into tears. And
it's important to note, you have said your client denies the allegations that have been brought forth against him so far. We are coming up, you say, on the end of a 48-hour window this evening, at which point authorities either have to charge him or release him or ask for an extension. At this point, what do you think the likelihood is that Brian Hooker is walking out of this jail tonight?
From a legal perspective, my opinion is that he should walk. I don't know what their superiors will decide, but based on what we have heard so far, there doesn't appear to be any independent evidence. They have not appeared to locate her, so I'm not sure what basis they would have for charging him.
And if they request that extension and they're granted that extension, well, first of all, how likely is it they get that extension approved?
It's usually a matter of routine once they say that they need an extension for investigation.
So if that happens, what is the earliest that we would potentially see you and Mr. Hooker in a courtroom trying to get him released?
On Monday.
On Monday.
That is the earliest date.
Okay, so and at this point, that is your expectation that we're looking at a Monday court date?
My expectation is that he'll be released. But worst case scenario, Monday for court, yes.
Again, just, Sam, to reiterate, police, according to Ms. Butler here, saying that Brian Hooker is being looked into for possibly, quote, causing harm, which resulted in the death of Lynette. Just to go back, let's break down the legalese of that.
Right.
That could mean any number of things. That's not pointing to one specific potential charge.
I think they're looking more along the line of murder. But if you're looking for murder, you need to have the intent and you need to show the act that caused it. And so I'm still waiting to see where they can provide that sort of evidence.
So based on what police have shared with you and asked your client in front of you, you think they are looking at him for possibly being charged with murder?
Right. Based on the fact that they're saying that they believe he caused her harm that resulted in her death. That suggests murder to me.
At this point, no charges that you are aware of?
No charges at this point. It has just been a series of questions to try to ascertain what happened.
And just because we're running out of time here, just lastly, to recap for people, you say that your client fell off of his sailboat in handcuffs when police brought him back to the vessel briefly and he injured his knee. What is the status of that injury right now?
He received medical treatment and he has a prescription, and I was advised that they were going to fill the prescription so that he could be treated.
And is he feeling better from when you first heard about this?
You know, the pain is setting in, and sitting for that length of time did cause some discomfort. But the officers were kind enough to give us a break and to discuss with him medication.
Thank you very much. Sam, we'll send it back to you now.
All right. Very good there, Jesse. Thank you. And, of course, very striking as well that she said there's no new evidence here. So we'll see what that means for legal next steps.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.